Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. My name is Dave Hazelman. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the Minnesota Super Bowl Host Committee. Make a brief statement here. Minnesota is a remarkable place with remarkable people who live, work, and play here. It is my honor to be part of the Host Committee, welcoming our visitors to the state. We're glad you came and I'm really excited for the big game tomorrow. So we're also a land of remarkable weather. Those of us who call Minnesota home love the beauty of our seasons, but we also respect the power of the weather. We plan for it, we anticipate it, and we deploy people and resources that will support our first and highest goal, which is public safety. I want to thank the partners you're about to hear from, and many thousands more working on our roads, our bridges, our railways, and elsewhere. They're working together extraordinarily well, and I encourage you to not only watch these remarkable men and women as they go about their work. Their competence and can-do attitude is an aspect of the Bold North experience that is important as our lakes, our cultures, our cities and towns, our arts and entertainment, and everything else we call home. So with that, I'll turn it over to Tiffany, please.
Hi, my name is Lieutenant Tiffany Nielsen. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Minnesota State Patrol. With these inclement weather conditions, the roadways are not ideal for driving. Since midnight last night, troopers around the cities have responded to 272 crashes. 31 of those crashes had injuries. We're very lucky to report we've had no serious injury or no fatal crashes in Minnesota since midnight last night. We've also responded to 150 vehicle spinouts or vehicles going off the road. This information is posted on the State Patrol Twitter feed at MSPPIO. We did have a big incident that happened on I-94 today at 1 o'clock this afternoon in Rogers. There was Rogers is 25 miles northwest of Minneapolis. This crash involved 30 to 50 different vehicles, including 3 semi-trucks. There were 5 injuries, but fortunately all the injuries were non-life-threatening, and those 5 individuals were alert and conscious and taken to local hospitals. This crash was precipitated by a braking semi. There was a vehicle on the right side shoulder stalled out. A semi passed and hit the brakes. That caused the semi to jackknife. As the other vehicles were approaching the area, the visibility was poor with blowing snow, and several vehicles hit the stopped semi and other vehicles that encountered this crash location. The crash occurred at 1:08 this afternoon, and the roadway was, with all the tow assists, fully back open at 3:10 this afternoon. With the dropping temperatures, the road conditions could potentially become icy or have some areas of black ice, especially into tomorrow morning. It's not easy for drivers to always spot the black ice or inclement weather conditions on the road. Here are 4 things that any driver can do to stay safe. Drive at a speed under the speed limit and increase your following distance. If you lose traction, do not hit the brakes, but take your foot off the gas and try to steer to regain the traction with the roadway. If you are involved in a crash, do not exit your vehicle to take photos. If your vehicle lost traction, there's a high likelihood another vehicle could lose traction in the same area. We do not want to have what could be a minor crash turn into a traffic fatality. So stay in your vehicles, call 911. The dispatchers will give you direction on how you can get your vehicle off the road safely, or the troopers will come out if your vehicle is not drivable. And always wear your seatbelts. Next, I will have Howie Padilla come up from Metro Transit. Oh, sorry, Kevin Gutnick from MnDOT.
It's okay, people get us mixed up all the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you're all looking forward to hearing Howie, but so I'll be quick. I'm Kevin Gutnick. I'm with MnDOT. And yes, the roads have been a challenge today. The snow started this morning, falling at a pretty good rate. We have more than 220 plows out in the metro area, but I would tell you that there's snow-covered roads across much of the state. As the snow, it's starting to decline. We're going to hear from the weather folks in a few minutes, and they'll give us better detail on that. But as the snow quits, our plows will continue to plow. They'll be out all night, and the road should be pretty cleared up by sometime this evening or tomorrow. And the temperatures are going to drop. This is going to cause some slick spots. Black ice could form. Bridges and ramps are going to be especially tricky, so folks need to be very careful when they're negotiating those particular areas. We did see heavier traffic levels. I know I came in from the Southeast Metro and saw a lot of traffic on 94 around downtown. It's been a pretty busy day, as one would expect. Again, I would urge motorists that when the roads are like they are right now, they need to slow down and take their time. The slower you go, it might take you a little longer to get there, but you're going to avoid the crash. Thank you.
Now it's my turn.
Hello, everyone. Howie Padilla, Metro Transit Public Relations Manager. And really, I guess the theme of this is welcome to our winter wonderland, right? We've talked about this for a while, and it came to us today. The truth of the matter is, if you wonder what more than a year of planning for things and more of a year of exercises and things of what ifs looks like, you can look back here and you can see it. You can look at all the crews who are out clearing snow. Look at all the crews who are out working with our communities. That's what it looks like. For us at Metro Transit, what that means is as the snow started to fall, we kicked into gear. We already have all of our crews out right now clearing snow with some of our partners in the public works areas and the various communities we work with. Our buses, while there were some delays because we want our bus drivers and they're professionals at this, we want them to get there safely and be able to pick up people and take them where they need to go safely and efficiently. They went through it and worked with our roads the way they were, and we're looking at about the most delays I think we had was 10 minutes, and our light rail service, no delays. So everything is going really well on that end of it. Again, we're looking to get things cleared out. We know things are going to be cold tomorrow. I guess we would just say bundle up, enjoy the festivities. That's why we're all here, and we're going to continue to work through this. Make sure that everything's cleared off for our platforms, our bus stops, and then not only that, as we know the cold is going to hit, those overhead heat lamps. Visitors who are here, look around you on the train stations. There's a button there. You hit that, that'll be the overhead heat lamp, and those will be working for you as well.
Good afternoon. I'm Robin Hutchison. I'm the Director of Public Works for the City of Minneapolis. We are having what is a very typical Minneapolis snowstorm during what is a very atypical and exciting event here in downtown. Our crews are always ready to respond to snow, and we are out there with a full complement of both personnel and equipment. We have, throughout the city, 39 pieces of equipment treating our streets and plowing our streets. We have specialized equipment and crew throughout the downtown, and we'll be ramping up those efforts to clear the corners of our sidewalks to ease mobility, especially for the many, many pedestrians that we have moving through our downtown. As the snow begins to taper off, we'll be sending in additional crews to clear the snow from the highest priority walking areas, as well as continuing our work on streets not only downtown, but citywide. Right now we're treating with salt as the temperature drops. We have other tools in our toolbox, and we'll continue to treat through the night and tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Jacob Beitlich. I'm with the National Weather Service, lead forecaster out of the Twin Cities Chanhassen office. So generally speaking, we had around 2 to 3 inches of snow, but the majority of the snow is over. We're going to see a few light snow showers pass through this evening and overnight, but any additional accumulation will be less than a ½ inch. We're also going to see falling temperatures, so I want to draw some attention to that. Right now, temperatures are around the mid-teens. We're going to see them drop off to around 0 and slightly below 0 by sunrise tomorrow morning. Northwest winds are going to increase to around 10 to 15 miles an hour. So that will lead to wind chills of around 20 below by morning. So as a result, there is a wind chill advisory in effect from 4 a.m. Tonight until noon tomorrow. And so that just means that folks that are going to be going outside, heading outside, should just dress in layers and cover exposed skin. It's winter, so dress like winter. That's kind of the simple message that we're trying to get across. Looking ahead, we are going to remain cool. Highs on Sunday will only reach around 5 degrees. So tomorrow will be a pretty cold day. And then we'll remain cool throughout the rest of the week with the next chance of light snow by the middle of the week.
Robin, I'd like to ask you a quick question in terms of the
city's plan or the effectiveness of the plows to actually get out and clear the streets, being the streets are so crowded? How can you possibly do that, and will that shift more of the work to overnight?
The question is, how do we plow and clear snow when we're seeing the kinds of traffic that we have downtown? It is certainly harder for us to do the job, but we are still out there plowing. As it eases up in terms of the number of people driving, we are going to be continuing to do our work overnight and anticipate being able to do a better job cleaning up, but we are out there right now continuing to plow.
Transit, any suggestions for fans or others that might be looking to come down into the downtown area tomorrow? A lot of people obviously looking at those different options. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the question. So, of course, as we've been saying time and again, there's a couple of different things going on here, and either one really is, frankly, helping people beat the cold, along with other reasons. For security reasons, for transit, if you're a game ticket holder, the best thing is to not to keep yourself out of the cold. Don't wait for the screening to happen here at US Bank Stadium and the areas around here. You can go to the Mall of America, download our smartphone app, buy your ticket for the light rail. That'll take you right to the door. That's the place to do that. For others, we have those free replacement buses that are really going to mimic that 10-minute service, all up and down the blue line, all through the green line. And that's the intent of that, frankly, is to have service, like I said, really mimic what our regular riders have expected. We're going to have, and this is something that we don't just do in a vacuum. We have our ambassadors out there that are helping guide people where they need to go. We know Crew 52 members are out there. If you walked anywhere downtown or anywhere around the area, I don't think you can go anywhere without bumping into them, helping people get to where they want to go. One of the things that I really want to hit hard is, yes, we've had a little bit of snow and we're used to dealing with that. We're going to have some extreme cold. And frankly, not only are Twin Cityans and Minnesotans used to dealing with that, we've got people here from Philadelphia, from New England. They're no stranger to the cold. The thing that I really want to hit home is all these volunteers that are out there, all the officers that are out there, all the bus operators, all the facilities group people that are out there clearing the snow, doing that. They do it to help the people get to where they need to go safely, help them enjoy the events. They do it because they wake up in the morning, they have pride in what they do. There's hearts and souls behind their uniforms and behind their coats. They're out there trying to help people have fun and get where they need to go safely. Timing on those routes, though, those replacement buses and that type of thing, is there an expectation that it might be a little slower in the morning, that type of thing? Yeah, it's a great question. The expectation that we have is that it's going to mimic that 10-minute service that people have come to expect on the trains. Of course, the one caveat I will give, maybe that asterisk, is that the buses don't have a dedicated right-of-way like some of the trains do. But, and so they may be a little susceptible to some of the traffic, but we expect, and we have planned for that traffic to mimic every 10-minute service.
Was there any thought, real quickly, one last question, was there any thought of warning drivers that 11th Street was going to be shut down today with the snowmobile jump? Because it seems like that's where a lot of the congestion was, as people were coming off 94, exiting into downtown on 11th Street, and then couldn't go anywhere because they'd have to turn off.
We've had a number of media advisories that have gone out. We did a special one for 11th last night to push out very specifically information about that closure.
But in terms of signs to warning motorists who obviously weren't watching us.
We've had a number of traffic control plans in place that we've been adapting over and over again as each day comes on, and we've got unique events going on. We've been adapting our traffic plans. There's been a tremendous amount of thought in how we help people understand and move around the city, and because it's different every day, it's hard to really establish that pattern of exactly where drivers can anticipate where they're going to be able to go on that day. We're doing our very best to push information every single day to the public in all the ways that we can.
Thank you. Fox 9 came up a little late and missed you. If they can just pull you aside.
Yep,
and ask
that's
you
fine,
something.